and I said that I would stay to continue the works of the prophet. That was my vision at the time. That was the vision of some of the other Prince brothers and some other prophets as well, and many others decided to stay for the vision. And I told my teacher, Mother Rebecca, at the time, I said, I am not looking for another leader. And this is, as a young prince, I had this much understanding. I said, I am not looking for another leader. And I would say to you, those who had came up from under Prophet Peter, here's the wisdom you should have applied to your life at that time. And I know you may have been in disarray, and you may have been emotionally hurt, and you may not know, you may not even have an idea of how to go forth, because it was a great loss. This is true. But after all that took place, you had to sink to a place or go into a place within yourself and find out what you must do to go forward. So I told my teacher, I said, I'm willing to work with a leader as my brother. So here was the wisdom that should have been applied. As all of us who came from under the prophet, let's look at it like this so you can follow me, listen with a spiritual ear. If prophet was our spiritual father and we all his spiritual children, it's just like it naturally so. When your parents transition, you have siblings. You may have an older brother or may have a sibling who is remind you just like dad, or sister remind you of mom. But even though they may have the attributes and some of the characteristics, they're not mom. You don't call your brother mama, a daddy, or you don't call your sister mama. You honor them for the likeness of mama, the wisdom of mama, but they're still your brother. So instead of us start going to this, who is the leader, and who's this and who's that, you should have said, I'm willing to work with a righteous brother to keep the vision going, whoever that may be. So that could have been the outcome of many of us, but many of us got into this disarray, and people started going against one another, saying, I'm the one. No, I'm the one. And it became a thing about who was the leader. And because of that history of our tradition, many of us have been going through great trials and tribulations, because it caused a lot of pain to some, caused a lot of family division, caused a lot to not respect brothers for their call that they believe God had put upon their life. Here's a great wisdom I learned out of this from the prophet. Because he left the door open, watch this, because he left the door open, he gave every leader an equal opportunity. So if a leader felt in his spirit, I am the one to carry it on, and another prophet said, I am the one to carry it on, or God is talking to me, or the I am is speaking in my spirit, or I got the keys to the kingdom, or I know how to do this, or I know I'm capable of doing that. Well, the